Good morning and welcome. It is Monday, the 4th of April. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. And if you are watching, I salute you. You must be a glutton for punishment after how bad last week was. All right. All I'm going to say to start with is I'm just gutted. That was one of the worst weeks ever. We'll come on to the kind of the go through detail of that a bit later. We'll do the review of yesterday. I've got today's bets. It's 3/4 stake day, so I've got three bets, £15 going to do today to start our week off, and then we will do a quick mention on the golf, which didn't end up going well either. All right, so yesterday's bets. Short price horses, and none of them could get near, could they? Wigglesworth jumped left the whole way round. I think it was third. Len Brennan never looked like it was going. And Encore, I think, was third. So yeah, I'm not even picking big prices on this bet, and it was disastrous. And then we did the each way lucky 15. Mercurial backed into 5-6 to 1 second favourite. Nowhere. School Lane was non-runner. I gave you an alternative. That virtually pulled up halfway round. Runway Cream was terrible. Han Solo, that was about 5 to 1 second favourite, and that came nowhere. All in all, yesterday was terrible, and I am so sorry. Like, it's horrible when you have days like that, when you think you're on nice horses, and literally they get nowhere near. It's never good when you don't win, but at least if they get nearer, you feel like you were kind of had a chance. And yesterday's bets were terrible, and that's the third day out of 7 last week we had like that. It really, really was bad. Once I've done today's bets, I'll go through the stats of last week just to highlight how bad it was, but also importantly, how bad it was in the context of the other 11 weeks of channel. So the channel's been running 12 weeks. We're comfortably in profit for what we're doing on here. But last week was just so bad in so many ways. So I'm hoping it was done. We can lock it in a cupboard and we can crack on. And what I would say to you, I am so grateful for the people that keep turning up and watch. And I know there's a lot of you that are really understanding. You've been gambling a long time. You know these things happen. And I've been warning the whole way through. It will happen. I was on a particularly good vein of form. Some would describe it as. I had a lot of good days in a close proximity, is how I would describe it. And the results may have been artificially higher than they should have been. But I thank you for keep watching, and I thank you for the amount of people that put nice messages and don't dislike, because I completely see how it'd be easy, particularly if last week, and there was someone messaged yesterday, and I really feel bad about the fact that they started following the tips from Monday. If you'd done that last week, it was so bad, because the weekend before we made £95 profit. Almost that, all of that got wiped out last week. Okay, new week. We'll go with today's bets, and we are going to crack on. So we've got 3 bets, mainly Windsor stuff we've got, but this first one's an each way Trixie mixed bag. 1 o'clock Redcar, really good race to try and have a look for some value in there, because there's a really short price favourite. A lot of them haven't run. Insilente, that's the one for me on breeding. I'm going to have a go with 10 to 1. Unraced, you never quite know, but I'm happy enough with that selection. Then got 5 o'clock Windsor Strawberry Jack, 11 to 1. And then 5:15 Kilbrania. Frustrated, it's backed in now from 40 to 1. I made that third favourite in that race. It's 12 runners and it's a bumper, and so it's a bit... things can happen in 12 runner races that don't normally happen in 8 runner races. So it's not a solid horse. But 40 to 1 was a massive price last night. 14s is still decent. So I'm doing a 20p each way Trixie on the 3, and we've got 3 40p each way singles on the 3. So that's bet 1. That is the only Kelso horse as well, I would say. The rest are Windsor and Redcar. So that's bet 1. Bet 2, we've got another Trixie. So this one's a all Windsor Trixie. So I've got the top one and the bottom one are the 3-year-old handicaps, and I don't tend to do much in 3-year-old handicaps because I don't like them, because you can often get horses that make sudden improvements, and horses that might have looked good as a 2-year-old that don't quite crack on. So you'll find I don't put that many horses in 3-year-old handicaps. I tend to avoid most of them. But we've got one here. We've got 140 Windsor paying 4 on Sky Bet. Sienna Bonnie 5-1. Then we've got 250 at Windsor. This isn't a 3-year handicap, but I've got 2 in this race today. It's my favourite race for having a look at value. 250 Windsor paying 5 on Sky Bet. Smearton's Light 16s. And then another 3-year handicap, 530. Hullabaloo 33s. I think it's a really decent price for a horse that has got a bit of back form that says it's got potential. It's been running over all weather recently. If you look at one of its turf runs from Ireland, it's got a chance to do a lot better than 33-1. So I'm giving that a crack, even though it's a big price. 25p each way Trixie on the 3. So the other was a 20p Trixie. This is a 25 because I've only got singles on the 2 bigger prices. I'm not doing a single on Sienna Bonnie because it's not worth it. So 250p each way singles on those 2. And then third bet is the Lucky 15 for the day. So I've got 250. So I said we've also already got Smearton's Light. 250 here. We've got Indian Creek 9-1. 315 Broken Spear. It is favourite. 5-runner race, but it's a very solid, I think. Then we've got 325 Windsor Galactic Glow. That's the one. I wouldn't want to take the price much lower than that. It's got back form, decent form at Windsor. The jockey has done well with it before. It's the Record Fresh that I think is a bit of a question mark on that one. And then we've got 430 Windsor Vocatas, which needs to get a little bit back into form, but again, decent form at Windsor. So 20p each way, Lucky 15, and we're doing a 50p each way double on the top one and the bottom one. So that's a £7 bet. So that's 15 on, as I said, there, and 3/4. So it's 3/4 stake. Okay, word on the golf. None of them quite got there. Lahiri was the closest. I think he was 1 or 2 shots away from being placed. So overall, disappointing when you have 3 that are sort of had all our chances and not quite get there. Looking at the top of that leaderboard, most of those names are people that weren't in my shortlist. So I'm it's one of those ones. I think there was some people performed a lot better than expected on that one. Masters Golf coming up this weekend, so we'll have a real decent go at the Masters Golf. So that will be on Wednesday's video. Okay, if you want to hear how grim the stats were, this is what we got last week: 111 on, which was the lowest amount of money in 12 weeks we've ever wagered. 120 was the lowest, 111. So we've put the least amount of money on. We got the least amount of money back by a mile. So 38.31. The least we'd had on any of the other 11 weeks was £120. And we only got £38.31 back, which was a loss of 72.69. When we've come off the back of 6 weeks profit in a row. The worst loss before that was minus 16, and we got minus 72. That's 5 times as bad, 5 times worse. That was a loss of 65%. The win bets, we had 1 winner out of 10, which apart from the week I did 6 and none of them won, was second worst week. In the win and places, 16 horses win or place. That's the lowest amount we've ever had. And overall, 3 winners total last week, which is the lowest amount we've ever had. So in any of the way I record stats, it was really, really bad last week. And I'm hoping it was like a whole bunch of bad stuff altogether. And it's not going to carry on, but there's no guarantees. You can look at it and go, well, is it funny time of year because it's when the jump season's sort of coming into spring and different horses come to the fore and the flat season's just starting. You can't excuse that on that. I feel like it's a whole bunch of things that went wrong all at the same time. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we have something to cheer this week, because the way it usually works on the channel is 1 good day in a week means you're either making a little bit or losing a little bit. 2 good days, that's what we need to get us over the line for profit per week. More than 2 good days and we're having a good, really, really good week. So that is what we need to happen. Is it today? Will it change? I don't know. £72 lost for a week is so bad in the context of what I'm doing. Like I said earlier in the video, we made £95 profit the weekend before. The channel is running at 19% profit overall, 22% just on horses. So I completely understand if you want to keep with a watching brief and see if how bad it gets or not. But because the flat cap cam train is in quite a long dark tunnel right now, and I'm not sure where the light is. It could be today, it could be next week, I don't know, but I'm hoping definitely in time for Grand National. That would be lovely. So thank you for continuing to watch. Thank you for the lovely support that you still give me, even though last week was just the worst week. I will see you in the morning, win, lose or draw, and I will be back at normal sort of time tomorrow. So I'll be back sort of 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I appreciate today's video was out a little bit late, but tomorrow I'll be back in normal time. Thanks very much. Enjoy your day.